Um, Man, it's a lot of things special about Dwayne. I don't really know where to start, but um, it's just natural, you know. I seen him. He talented. He's he get along well with people. A lot of people, you know. He thinks the right way, and fuck, he's Brazilian. So it was dope when I knew he was special when I met him. Nah, skateboarding and tricks is not going to be enough. No. Um, it's charisma that works. Personality, characteristics, upbringing, things like that. That's quality, and then talent and sponsorship and all that type of stuff. So you could be the best skater with tricks, but don't know how to talk to anybody, and be antisocial. And some people are more outgoing than other people. So everybody's different. So it's good to have skaters that skate, but the skaters that really like stood out was the ones that always had like style and personality. And that's what I seen in Dwayne. Well, it means exactly what it says from those that come from nothing. I mean, everybody know my story. Coming from Philadelphia, the ghetto. Being called ghetto and dirty, and actually making something out of nothing. And that's pretty much kind of what the American dream represents. I don't know how y'all see it or the world see it, but inside of America, that is like, the underdog, the come up story, making something out of nothing, you know? And with skateboarding and it being such a global sport and a lifestyle, the ones that come from nothing have the drive to really achieve to get something. And if you make it into whatever genre you in or whatever you into, and you're able to turn that adversity into like triumph and have the drive, that's how you become successful. And that's what that's about. From those that come from nothing, that become successful. Yeah. The first thing I would say is to pray, right? Pray. Only because there is a higher power, a higher energy than us. And if you don't make the right decision, if you don't understand integrity, responsibility, having drive, seeing the big picture, it's a lot of pieces to the puzzle, right? And failure's in there too. Failure's a big piece of the puzzle. So you can be successful, but then you can also be a failure too. But within success, there are failures, and that's when your drive kick in to see what kind of champion or how much success you really want. Because at the end of the day, if you don't really want to do what I do or what we do as entrepreneurs or people that really want to do things for the community or just put on, then you just go get a job. That's the easiest thing for you to do. You know, just work the system, go get a job, work your little routine, and then go to sleep and wake up and do it all over again. But what we do, especially as skaters, we're trained to think about what we want to do, manifest it, put the work in, and actually see the results. We film it, our homies, our peers, our industry, we watch it, and we celebrate together, right? When it comes to like success, store, money, um, clothing company, brands, integrity is a bigger piece because without integrity, you wouldn't know how to bounce back from that loss or that failure. Or the lack of integrity could put you into a situation that could be, that come with failure, but to have the drive to get yourself out of it and having some type of stability in your life, some happiness, a peace of mind, some support, like the positive things, and then praying to somebody or a energy higher for the support of adversity, you know, just just oppression, all types of stuff come with just being held back. And if you can fight through that and you really want it and you determined and you have the drive and the dedication and you see your vision, then nothing should really be in your way to stop it. It ain't about the money. It ain't about anything but your passion, your integrity, your drive, and who you're doing it for. And as long as you have a purpose, you should, receive the results that you're fighting for, especially if you're doing it in a positive way. And then, make it mean something. If you ain't doing it for nothing or don't have a purpose, the fuck is you doing it for, So I've lost a few things, I've gained a lot. And within a lot of that stuff and in my losses, I've built way more integrity for myself and what I believe in than ever before. And I think that's like one of the most empowering things that you can do other than go out there and empower other people. Now, believe it or not, I cry. Yeah, it's a hard one. So, I don't know. I don't really think about it too much anymore. I mean, I see it, I like the footage, but yeah, I haven't really came to grips with the whole shit. Like, it's a hard one. Because everybody else still have their shit. Like, you still got Embarcadero, you still got Pier 7, you still got Pulaski, and all of these spots. But when you go to Philadelphia and you see like the new Love Park, it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But right up the street, they got the other skate park, which, I always tell the skaters in Philly, like, you should try that because skateboarding is changing. It's not like how it was when me and Josh was there. But to go and look at it, it's gone. It's gone. That's just like a family member died. One of those type of things, like it's hard to swallow. So we put on so much for DGK in that era, and I appreciate Josh so much because he actually came and seen a bigger vision for Philadelphia than me and my friends. And, if it wasn't really for Josh coming back and, having more integrity for the city of Philly than anybody in Philly, then you never know what would happen. But definitely blessed that he did that and we have everything that we have going on. If I told you what I see here, that's a whole other hour conversation. But to sum it up, I love Brazil. I've always loved the energy that the Brazilians brought over to America, or the energy that they have in Barcelona, the unity, brotherhood, culture. Like, it's a lot, and to come here to see and actually feel the vibe, it's like magnified like times 100. It's crazy. And I didn't really know it was gonna be like that coming into the city or to the country, but understanding from super nights and long talks with Dwayne and TX and Luan. Like, I just always been fascinated with. I always, when the Brazilians came over to America, it was like hungry, and when you see somebody skating and they ripping and they like dedicated, they stand out, right? And after going to Porto Alegre yesterday with Dwayne and doing an event with the kids and his dad and seeing like the skill level, it's like, oh, it makes sense. Like, this shit is dope. Like, I think Brazil been slept on for a long time, straight up, I really do. And for me to see it firsthand, it's like, damn, I could really say y'all been slept on. There's a lot of talent out here, a lot of dedication to the core skateboarding, a lot of family-orientated type shit. And, it's just, y'all got a great thing. It's special over here. I think Brazil is special. These rappers think I'm ignorant, love saying my name, cause maintaining my fist. I don't really know too much about soccer, but what I do back home is I kick it with my kids. I have 3 beautiful kids that I love, and I get opportunities that come my way because of who I am, and I like to kind of do a little bit different things out the box with my kids, and not like the typical thing. So my baby boy, he plays soccer, and he's actually like the fastest dude on the soccer field. So when I got an opportunity to go to like a soccer game, like I like to share those experiences with my family, my kids, my mom, things like that. Just kind of just focus 100% on DGK with my partner and figuring out how we could help support and heal all of the kids that really like need the opportunity or want the opportunity to become a skateboarder or a professional skater. We work in our Saved by Skateboarding program to, help underprivileged kids, just find the tool to get out of the circumstances and situations. And then, I go out and party. So, skateboarding is my number one love for sure. And business in DGK and making sure that we can spread that love globally is what I work on damn near all the time, and then hang with the kids and try to be a cool ass dad, and then have some free time for myself. Oh yeah, I mean, shit, I've been a fan of TX since he was 16 years old, Everybody has been. And I really thought and believed that DGK was a perfect fit for TX, right? Even when I didn't even have a DGK, right? But in my mind, it was like, damn, one day I'm gonna get TX to skate for one of my brands because he's just dope. And me and Marcus and a lot of street dudes, we respect the style because when you listen to hip hop and you skateboard, you put yourself in a separate group than like a skater. The typicals like skater, and skaters come from all types of walks of life: reggae, punk rock, heavy metal, hip hop, like whatever, rave, all that. It's whatever. But I seen that TX identified with something that me and my homies grew up believing in, and it would be dope to have somebody like that come rock with us, and vice versa, whatever. And that's what you do when you do what we do. All walks of life is able to come through and rock with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about nothing, but just being cool, having your composure, knowing your tricks, like everybody. So we already knew that TX was gonna be like cool, right? And DGK started, the opportunity opened up, right? And we went for it. It was all dope, everything lined up correctly. I was super excited and hyped, and when you like see things, you want things, it may not happen immediately, but it does eventually happen. And I think when TX got on DGK, it was the right time. It was the right message for DGK. It just felt 1,000% good, right? And we put out the video part, and it fit well. TX was a great look for DGK. DGK was a great look for TX. I was happy, Marcus was happy, like TX was happy, Brazil was happy, DGK was like happy. It was dope. And then just with a lot of businesses and kind of like miscommunication, and I can admit I was super busy. It's just, things just evolve into what they gonna eventually evolve into, right? So another opportunity opened up for TX. And with whatever he thought he needed to do to further his career for TX, ultimately was up for him to make that decision no matter what, right? So he left, and the way he left wasn't the coolest, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, it is what it is. You can't like tell a motherfucker how they gonna quit your company. I mean, it wasn't the most professional, and it definitely was a little damaging and it hurt it. But I mean, shit, only the strong survive, Like DGK is stronger than ever. TX, wherever he's at, hopefully he's doing his thing. But what we realized and what I realized is that we're here for the culture. The culture may not be with us, or pieces of the culture may not be with us forever because things do evolve, but DGK has always been planted in the soil for the culture and identifying the talent that we see that could represent what we've been representing forever and to kind of keep that legacy on for our heritage. So we have Dwayne, and we have a whole squad of dudes that we really see a bright future with, and it'll be like crazy for us not to like really support that 1,000%. You know what I mean? So it ain't really nothing. It ain't really no sweat. Like to me, I'm not really tripping. You know what I mean? I wish TX the best. That's my dog still. Everybody go through what they did, and it's just when you do it, just make sure you come out on top. And whether he came out on top or not, only time can tell. But my job and my partner's job and everybody on DGK is to make sure that we stay solid, do what we do. I mean, Dwayne pretty much showed everybody a whole new blueprint on how to like become successful. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of the old models, they work, but they don't work. There's some new shit. And if you with the new shit, 2020, you do it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it ain't no love lost. I mean, shit, it is what it is. But we know where we stand, and we standing like a motherfucking giant. You know, Dwayne put on for his town, his city, and he showed everybody in his city that you ain't gotta go to America to make it. Like, if you that dope and they really fuck with you, they'll come to where you at. And that's why we here to rep Dwayne. It's Stevie too and DGK, but Dwayne, my little brother, like, that's my dude. Like, I would do this for my son. I do this for my little brother. Brazil ain't that far away. So for me to come and touch down and get all of the love and see the respect, I mean, I feel like I should have been here a long time ago, you know? But everything comes at the right time, and the opportunity that we have to show Brazil that DGK really rock with Brazil, Stevie rock with Brazil, and we turned Dwayne pro, not in Brazil, but he's a global pro. And despite whatever happened, we still support him, you feel me? And we still turned him pro, and we still popped up, and we fuck with Brazil. And, you know, it's DGK, that's what we do. So we want to show that, not just be like telling. And Dwayne, you know what I'm saying, prime example of that, yo. Everybody seen it for themselves. I didn't have to do nothing but just show everybody what I showed Dwayne. And Dwayne showed me that, kicking with all his friends and being where he at, meeting his parents. And, you know, that's what we do. That's DGK for sure. Dwayne is a prime example of what you can do if you believe in yourself and defy that adversity, yo. You know what I mean? That's why I'm proud of him. He did it, for sure. Yeah, I want to give back, yep. And skate. You know, I like to skate for fun. If I don't not have fun, I'm not skating. I don't give a fuck. I didn't travel everywhere. I did all my interviews. I knocked out all my video parts. Like, I know I could chill, right? I got actually excited in Porto Alegre a couple days ago, and I'm thinking like, yeah, let's fucking skate. Summertime coming up, and it's just maintaining. Like, when you get to where I'm at, it ain't really about what more you can do, and that's like when I start losing things, and that's like the overachiever and being in overdrive as a human being, and not like recognizing like what's really in your face and the things that I accomplished. I wasn't even around long enough to enjoy them, because I'm so trying to figure out like, not what's the next move, but like, what could I do like more, right? And it wasn't really till I like settled my life and had my baby boy after my other two kids that was just like looking at them and looking at what I have, looking at DGK, looking at like just a bunch of stuff. The hardest part of that stuff is really to just maintain it still, because I do have a lot of responsibilities, and then having a peace of mind along the way. That's a job in itself. And then getting back into skating or just exercising, excuse me, feeling a little bit better about yourself. But coming to Brazil and just feeling the love and the culture, that shit made me want to skate again. Like, skate here though, you know? Like, I don't see why people don't come here and skate. It's mad spots here, like, I don't know. But I think Brazil is pretty much, I think it's untouched. And I think it's time to probably get some footage in Brazil, because I didn't bring my board. But next time I come, I'm definitely going to like try to knock out a bunch of things, for sure. Hey, what's going on? This is Stevie Williams from DGK. and you're watching 100% skate.
Oh,